Hi guys, I'm back. I had another dream. It had a kind of hidden message in it for me and hopefully for someone else, just to open our eyes to reality. And okay, so I had this dream that I was at work and a girl had left. She wasn't feeling good, and so I went to break with another friend of mine. She's a believer also. And so I had called this girl that had left, and I asked her if she was okay. She made it home okay, and if she was doing all right. And she kind of acted weird that I'd called her, and then she said, "Yeah, I'm fine." Well, I stayed on the phone with her as we walked outside. We walked to my truck and got in, my friend and I, and all of a sudden the sky started changing. There was like swirls, and I don't even know how to explain it. It wasn't anything that I've seen, so it's really hard to explain, but swirls in the clouds and these colors and just really cool stuff going on. And I was just in awe. And my friend with me was just, "Oh, look at that." And then all of a sudden this huge, huge angel flew across from the right side of the sky to the left side of the sky. And it was made of clouds and stars, and it was so big. It just kind of swooshed by, and I was just sitting there like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome!" Like, and I'm still on the phone with this girl, and she's not saying really anything, and I just see all this amazing things happening, right in front of me, and just complete awe. And then I look over at my friend, and she's like praying and saying, she has her hands open up with her palms open up, like "Jesus, I know you're returning. It's the rapture." And it hadn't even hit me that that was a rapture. And then I'm like, oh, and I start crying, and I'm still on the phone with this girl, and these two other angels fly by, and they look nothing like what I would ever expect. And I have no idea why they look like this in my dream, but they were, the best way I can describe it is their bodies were kind of like a seal or something. They were bigger in the front and they tapered off in the back. And they didn't look like humans really. I don't know how to describe them, but they were beings of some kind. And they had eyes all over them, which I know in the Bible it talks about certain angel has eyes all over it. Had eyes, but then it had these other pattern type something on it, and it scared me. They were swooping really low to the truck and just flying all over, and it scared me. Well, the one, when it went by, smiled and waved at me like, "It's okay, this is all right." And I just thought that was so funny. So I'm crying, and I'm like, I'm not staying on the phone for this. I'm getting off the phone for to enjoy this or whatever. And then I realized that this girl is somebody that I pray for on a regular basis in real life, because she is lost, and she's made it very apparent that she's not interested in it in any way of becoming a Christian, and that she knows she's going to hell and stuff. So she's been really on my heart, and I've been praying for her. And I realize in this moment, she has no idea what's even going on. She has no idea what the rapture even is, I don't think. And I'm on the phone with her, and I'm so torn, because what do you say to somebody like that? And I was crying, and all I could mutter is, "I gotta go." And I was so heartbroken, thinking she didn't even have a chance. And I hung up the phone, and then the dream ended. Oh, I also forgot, sorry. In the sky, there was a clock, and it was counting down, but it was like a scoreboard, like in a gym, but it was just the one square, but it had the lights that were like red dotted lines, and it said it was counting down, and the only thing I saw was 12.5, but I knew it was counting down. I don't know what that means. I doubt that it's like December 5th. I highly doubt that, because, he's not going to tell us a day. But whatever it was, it said 12.5. and I knew it was continuing to tick down. And that was all that the dream had. Well, you know, I think rapture dreams are awesome. I watch them all the time, and I'm just intrigued by them, that all of us get these messages in different ways. And but I realized just now, before I made this video, I was praying about it, and I realized this was a wake-up call. This was what are you going to do in that moment? You might not be left behind, but think about the people that we're not touching, that we're not telling, that are not given the chance. And that should be impacting us. That should be making us think about it, you know? Yeah, we don't want to be left behind, but you know, in that moment, I can't even explain how I felt. I was so heartbroken for her, to know what was to come and to know what she was missing out on. So I just want to encourage everybody and encourage myself with this, that, you know, we need to be getting